Hey everyone, this is Corey with Casual EDC, and today I'm going to be giving you my long-term review of the Benchmade Bugout. So just to get a little size comparison out of the way, this is normally one of my comparison pieces, so I'm just going to be comparing it to the Victorinox Cadet, which is the 84mm model. So as you can see here, it is much larger than the Cadet. Pardon me. The Bugout's coming in at an overall length of 7.46 inches, with a blade length of 3.24 and a cutting edge of 3 inches. You have a blade width of 1 inch and a blade thickness of 0.09 inches, so a very thin blade here. It's made of CPM S30V. It is a drop point with a flat grind. We have a handle length of 4.22 inches with a handle width of 1 inch at its widest points and a handle thickness of 0.42 inches. And most of all, the most important thing about this knife is that it's going to be coming in at 1.85 ounces, making it an extremely lightweight EDC knife. Pardon me, I'm not sure why I'm so coffee stuffed up. I don't know what you want to call it, but excuse me for that. So this knife is one of the staples now of lightweight EDC. And a lot of people look at this knife and they say, well, it's got these plastic handles, it's got a 3.24 inch blade, so nothing too long. How do people use this? A lot of guys who are into bigger, beefier knives look at this like it's a toy. And you know what? I can understand that. With the Grivery handles, yes, they're plastic, they're a polymer handle. S30V is no joke, it's a great blade steel, and the Axis Lock locking mechanism is an excellent locking mechanism. Not to mention, it's nice and drop shut, which isn't necessary, but it's kind of nice to have. But everyone's big complaint about this knife, and I'm going to try not to bump the camera here, see if I can keep you seeing this, is flex in the handles. So if I squeeze, you can see the handles get close together. I have owned this knife for about 2 years now, and I have never once had an issue squeezing down on this knife with the full forefinger grip. Squeezing down on this, I've never noticed any issues with handle compression at all. I've had numerous scales that are not factory on this, and I even have a set of aluminum scales on the way in. And even with the micarta and the carbon fiber scales I had, there was still a little bit of flex in the Bugout, and I think that has a lot to do with the large gap in support here. The liners are partial, they end here. You don't have any support until you get to this standoff right here. So you're going to have just a little bit more flex right in the center there. But if you were to check an area like down here, it really doesn't squeeze because these are much closer together. Moving on, this blade is capable of doing pretty much anything you'd need in a day. While maintaining that 1.85 ounce number, you are getting 3.24 inches of blade and a 3-inch cutting edge, which should be enough to handle basically all of your daily tasks. For me, this has cut food, it's cut cardboard, it's opened letters, it's opened boxes, it's done a little bit of everything. I've put my own edge on this knife, something that you really don't have to do with Benchmade, especially if you're okay sending your knife in with their Life Sharp guarantee. Durability wise, I have broken Omega springs on this twice. So I've had 2 broken Omega springs. The first time I sent it into Benchmade, got it replaced, got it fixed. The second time I ordered a set off of eBay, actually ordered 2 sets off of eBay, so I have a spare right now off to the side there in my storage. But I've replaced the springs now. These are both aftermarket springs that are in here, and they've worked fantastic for me ever since replacing them, which is probably like 9 months ago maybe. I have not had any issues, and the only way I broke them was not in use. It was really flicking this out super hard and slamming it shut. It was just putting the springs under some really unnecessary force. If you're just going to flick the knife out and close it, you're not going to have to worry about these springs. Since taking a little bit more care and being a little less reckless with my knife, it has not been any issue at all. Something really nice about the Benchmade Bugout is, as well as other Bugouts and Spydercos even, is that you have the ability to add one of these here. This is a Casey Lynch, or Lynch Northwest deep carry pocket clip. It sits nice and deep in the pocket, as you can see there. It actually protrudes above the entire knife, so the whole thing is in your pocket. And it's a little bit longer, maybe almost twice as long as the standard short deep carry clip that comes on the Bugout. Lynch Northwest makes excellent pocket clips for Benchmade, Spyderco, and some other models as well, I believe, including the Christie Sapienza. And I think it just adds a little bit to this knife. That's actually how I bought it. I bought this off the secondary market, and I'm really happy that it came with that pocket clip. Otherwise, though, I've had zero issues with other Bugouts that I've owned and carried with the mini deep carry clip. I think it's one of the best parts about the knife, and it's something that people are requesting on so many other knives now. It's hard to find a new Benchmade that someone doesn't want a mini deep carry clip on. Overall, it's just one of the best EDC knives I've ever had. If you're not going to be pounding into wood and trying to baton with this, it's going to serve you great. If you treat it the way a tool like this should be treated, you're never going to have any issues. No, it's not going to chop through wood. No, it's not going to baton through wood, but it will open every single box, every single letter, cut every apple, carrot, steak, whatever it is. It'll tackle those tasks with no issue at all. It's an excellent, lightweight EDC knife, and if you saw my review of the mini Bugout, you'll know that that is an even better version of this if you like smaller knives. For me, this is the one I kept, and I can really see myself picking up another mini Bugout in the future just because I love this platform that much. So if you're on the fence and maybe you haven't stepped into the world of Benchmade yet, you really can't go wrong with the Bugout being super lightweight, nice and slicey thin blade, and having that axis lock mechanism as well. It's been tried and proven over the years. Even though it might feel a little bit flimsy, it's proven to be quite strong, quite durable, with no real issues with the handle having any flex, and some very minor issues with Omega springs that could be a worry with any Benchmade knife. So with all that being said, if you'd like to pick one of these up, I'm going to leave a link in the description. If you guys buy through that link, it really helps us out. We started to do an Amazon affiliate program, which is what those links are. We're going to be putting them in the description of pretty much every video coming up here. Any gear that we recommend or that we mention in the video especially will be linked, and anything you buy through there will help us out just a little bit. We get a very small kickback from that, and the more people who buy through those links, the more knife content we can bring to you guys. So thanks for listening to me ramble there about the links in the description. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for the support, and have a great rest of your day.